Welcome to BevyPod. Today we are going to interview Scott. You know, it's really funny. Ginger, Peewee, and I were in Pickering, and somehow the universe told us we had to come back to Oshawa from Pickering, which I would never regularly do, waste my gas going all the way back because I had to go back again. But there was an emergency, and it's like the angels or God was kind of working in our favor because I'd asked God, I said, please bring someone that's homeless because I would love to interview someone that's homeless and learn their story of why it happened, how it happened, and who they are today. So the funniest thing is, I ended up coming back home to Oshawa, and there was a homeless man that had done my driveway before, cleaning out my driveway. So I said, Scott, what are you doing here? And he said, I just wanted to shovel your driveway. So I said, that is so kind of you. So nice. Thank you so much. And then I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast. He said yes. So let's go talk to Scott and see what he has to say. Right? Hello. So today we're here with Scott. And the thing I love about Scott is that whenever he's around, he will shovel my driveway. And I really, really appreciate it, Scott. That is amazing. Thank you so much.
No, son.
Yeah. And so Scott started to share with me that he's been through some really rough times and a lot lately. And you know what? He still has a positive attitude, like you're going through all this stuff. Like, tell us, like, what happened? Like, how did you become homeless? And like you said before, you used to work in the restaurant and
Yes.
you know how to do all this gourmet cooking.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then I sort of had a bit of a break. Well, I mean, the restaurant business is stressful.
Oh, yeah. My brother had a restaurant. Yeah,
And
it is stressful.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Hmm.
And in the restaurant business, we all drink
Right.
a lot.
A lot. Because you have a bar there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A full bar.
You just help yourself.
So you were the owner of the bar? The
The
restaurant?
last one I worked at, no.
Okay. But you have owned a restaurant
I've
before?
3, yeah. Which
Wow.
was
3
fun.
restaurants.
It's not all tinsel and glamour, believe me.
No, I know. It's a lot.
But everyone thinks you're rich. You got a restaurant, you're rich.
What that restaurant is. Okay, so how is the restaurant business? Everybody thinks they're rich, right?
Yep,
Let's go
yep,
back to that and
yep.
say
You're married to it.
you're married to the
You
restaurant.
have no
Okay.
life
All right.
when you own it.
When you own it. Yeah.
It's like everyone thinks you're rich. You're not.
Right.
You're anemic.
Right. Yeah, because you're working so many hours. Like
Yeah.
my brother used to own the Harrison Park Inn and on Sound. And I would go there and help him on pancake day. And I just love flipping pancakes and stuff. But he was always tired.
Yeah.
And he was never at like functions and stuff because he was always working in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then when he sold the restaurant, the guy he sold it to actually was never at the restaurant. So he just had the people manage it, but he set up the cash. Like my brother was always scared, someone might take some extra cash or something like that,
Trust
right?
no one.
Yeah, trust no one.
'cause
Yeah.
even your own mother will rob you blind.
Come on, really?
It's true. It's true. It's true. That's what I learned in school. First thing,
Okay.
trust no one.
Okay.
So you got to be there.
gotta be
Absentee
there.
ownership is
Yeah, it doesn't work,
it
right?
does, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it can, but
But they probably steal food and all kinds of stuff, right?
yeah,
'Cause they're-
and they just
Yeah.
feed their friends booze or bring in a
Oh.
bottle of their own and
Oh.
sell it that way, which a lot of people do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they did stuff.
Or the last one I was working at was a really nice French restaurant in Cabbagetown.
Mm,
Say the name of it.
I like Cabbage Town.
I love
Yeah.
Cabbagetown. Since Darryl Kent, back in the 80s, just
Okay.
rebuilt it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful there. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive.
And so, I mean, there there were 2 of us. No one was really in charge of the kitchen, just the 2 of us. And we just went nuts. And the owner, we called him the Ayatollah.
Okay.
The supreme being, and we kiss his butt whenever we had to. But I mean, I just reached through and grabbed the bottle of Jack Daniels and helped myself.
Right.
And this wasn't written down. I never paid for it.
No, because you're just working there.
And
yeah.
so, I mean, that's, that's a bottle of Jack in 3 days for 40 ounces.
Wow. Yeah. It could. Yeah. So a
That's
lot of
about
the time you were drunk, I guess, when you're working in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Or you get used to it, right? your body becomes used to the alcohol and then you're just, like, taking it on no?
Not me. I'm a cheap drunk,
Okay.
2 drinks and I'm hammered.
Okay.
Like, I went through a really dark period,
Okay.
and, for 10 years, I was drunk. I spent $100 a day, every day, 7 days a week for 10 years.
Okay. What was it that you got drunk on? Was it, like, some hard liquor or beer or
My 2 best friends, Budweiser and Jack Daniels.
okay. Your 2 best friends.
7 days a week, that was a lot of money and a lot of booze, and
Yeah.
I was constantly drunk. I'd finish work. Like, I'd get to work, I'd still be drunk, but just like, "Oh my god, how am I gonna do this?"
Yeah.
Finish work and
But
just
you did it.
oh, I did it, yeah, yeah. I mean, I play through the pain,
Mm,
and, I couldn't wait for the shift to end, so I just go sit down and have a bloody drink.
right.
I mean, when I should have just gone home
Yes.
or gone out and done
But I
something.
guess you need the pay too, right? So you don't wanna, like, mess up your payroll or,
Yeah.
getting paid, so that's why you wouldn't wanna go home when you're not feeling too good?
Oh, no, 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 I mean, after work, I should have.
And you stayed at that same restaurant drinking?
Yeah,
Eating?
yeah, I'd stay for a few hours till my
Mm,
partner finished work around 6. I mean,
mm.
I finished work at 2:30.
Was your partner, like, working in the restaurant too?
No, he's a
Did
barber.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And, yeah, so I just 7 days a week, whether I was working or not.
Right,
And I mean, if you're in a bar, $100 doesn't last a long time.
right.
But if you're at home and you're spending $100,
Wow.
that's a lot of bucks.
Yes. Yeah, that is, do you ever look at, like, what makes us want to drink so much to cover do you think it's like covering something up from childhood? Because I know that, when I looked at my past and like my dad was an alcoholic and I didn't want to go in the same direction. And I did a lot of because when I was young, I was really rebellious, right? I
Mhm,
entered this rebellious phase. And when I looked at it, I started to see, well, I got hurt. I got hurt by my mother. I love my father. Why did my mother send my father away? I didn't understand. Nobody talked when I was young, right?
mhm.
So these things affected me. And I just wanted to leave home, get out of there, get away from it. But I started writing about all the pain. And when I started to write about it and pray about it, it was like a release. It was like a release. Did
Yeah.
you ever do anything like that? Any kind of work?
Um, no.
No? Okay.
I
So you just sort of suppressed
yeah,
whatever happened?
the booze was to numb the pain,
Soothing. Yeah, yeah.
and it
Mm.
just to sort of make me forget. But of course, I didn't forget. And I mean, it's been 30 years since this happened, and
Right.
I mean, I'll never forget. But it doesn't go away. You just deal with it differently.
Mhm.
And I mean, I haven't had a drink in, oh god, 15 years or something like that.
Wow!
Yeah.
Give me
Well, you
5.
know what it was? I was sitting in the backyard
Right.
with Mommy Dearest and drinking rye and ginger, and I'm just listening to it, and I could just like I wasn't really looking. I was just off nowhere, and all I hear is "La, la, 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 la." And I looked at the drink, and I looked at her, and I thought, "No, I'm done."
You don't want
Throw the drink.
your mother
I
is
was becoming her.
yeah, we do, we become our
Oh,
parents, right?
and you drink rye, you turn into a mean drunk.
Oh, no, and your mom was mean? Was she
No, no, it's just
talks a lot?
yeah,
Yeah,
cranky, and
cranky, yeah, and so that made your decision.
that was it. It's like I'm
Yeah.
done with this crap.
Maybe God put her in front of you to get you to stop.
Mm,
Maybe.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And I just
Yeah.
it just didn't taste good anymore.
Right. Okay, so it's been 15 years, and then after that, how did you end up homeless? Like, what
What
happened?
happened? What happened? I was working for the dude, and
You were working in a restaurant,
yeah,
right?
and then what happened? What happened? Oh, yeah, and oh, it's various events. I mean,
Right.
because in the restaurant business, we bounce around a lot, but I was
Right.
at this one for a long.
So you basically lost your job and you have no money. So what do you do?
I met this fellow online, this real estate agent,
Okay.
and we talked. We'd never. He said we'd met once before. I don't remember.
Mhm.
Anyways, I went over there one day, and he had people in, and his assistant was quitting,
Mhm.
and he told me this. And I was like, so I just quietly, I hummed and hawed. I walked around, looked at that. I said, yeah, this is really nice, and I
The
said, "Well,
house was really
oh,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful."
Okay. So he wanted an assistant to stay at his house
Yeah,
to
and
help with the yard,
yeah,
to
take
help
care
with
of him.
things, to take care of
Yep,
him. And wow, okay.
and
If they're rich and they got a beautiful home, that's a great gig, right?
it was amazing.
Yeah, it could be
It
amazing.
was in the party crowd and the gay party scene.
Right?
Uh, this house was well known.
Okay.
Um,
It was a big party house for okay. Yeah,
and so my job, I take care of the house, keep trouble out of the house and
right.
whatnot.
You're almost like a bodyguard too.
Yeah,
Gardener, bodyguard,
yeah,
cook,
yeah.
looked after him. Did he drink a lot?
No, he's a drug addict.
He was a drug addict.
Yeah,
Okay, so he used a lot of drugs.
I
That's why you had to look
just
after him?
meth in particular.
Okay.
And I go get him his stuff and once a week.
Wow,
And
you did a lot for him. Yeah. Ooh.
and what happened? So everything was great. I was there 10 years
Mm,
and I was tired. It was time for a change or something
right.
and he ended up firing me because I wouldn't sleep club.
Okay.
I don't like older. I like a bit younger.
Right. Yeah,
And
he probably thought he had power over you because you're working for him and you're doing all these things for him. So why not go a little bit extra, right? That's what his thoughts are. Yeah, but
I'll
yeah,
do a lot, but there's like
you have a cutting
yeah,
part.
and I'm just like, nope, ain't gonna happen.
Right.
I said, "Do you want me to leave or something?" He says, "Yeah, fine."
Okay. So you left.
I left.
So what happened after that job?
I moved to Richmond Hill,
Okay. That's a nice
and
area.
yeah, and I became drug.
A drug dealer. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
of the same stuff that I was getting for him because people knew I was getting for him, so they'd ask me, and I was making
A lot of money. Okay.
terrifying amount of money.
Terrifying about the money. So you know what? The thing that can draw you in is the money. And I guess you already had the resources, like the people that would bring this
Oh,
to you and stuff
I'd
like
go
that.
get it,
So
and
yeah.
and I had my little electric motorcycle. I'd go downtown every day and see my gang,
Right.
and I mean, it was just disgusting the amount of money I was making.
Wow.
And
Did you save any of it? Did you put it
no,
into
no,
stocks?
no,
Did you
no, I should have. No,
investments?
if I would have,
Put in a bank
I could
account?
have retired by now.
Right.
Like my best month, I think I made almost $50,000.
Wow. In a
It's
month.
disgusting. Yeah,
$50,000 in a month.
but
Okay.
I kept
Yeah.
none of it.
You kept
I
none of
no.
because were you using it to buy for drugs for yourself or alcohol for yourself?
At that point, I was not drinking. I was doing the same job.
Oh, okay.
I was
And
not.
the drugs will take you down very quickly, right?
Oh, it ages you. It's
It not
dreadful.
only ages you, but I think it affects, your brain
Yeah,
cells and takes you
yeah.
down
This stuff,
financially too,
you
probably.
don't care. Nothing matters.
Nothing
Yeah.
matters. Because I see a lot of people on Simcoe Street
Hmm.
and they're walking around. And now it's like some of them are turning into zombies,
Yeah.
like, and it's really scary. And I just, my heart goes out to them, right?
Hmm.
And as I told you before, I have a friend, Robert, and he's homeless that I see quite a bit when I bump into him. And I also heard that there's this new drug now coming from China. And basically, what it does is when you take it, it peels your skin off. So you got to be really careful. But
Ooh.
now they've had about 4 or 5 of these episodes in Oshawa where the people are taking this drug, even though they know their skin will peel off. Now, this is how drastic, this is how far drug addiction goes that you will take something to feel a new kind of high, even if your skin is going to fall off your body. And then what is it that a lot
That's
of people,
disgusting.
it's really disgusting. What is it that a lot of people are on the street like this and going,
Um,
what's that? What is that? Is that meth or is that
no, that
what,
wouldn't be meant. That's
like, is that a drug because of a drug?
yeah. I knew,
Sometimes they're out in the middle of the road.
and they'll just stand there
Yeah. And I'm like, okay,
frozen. Yeah.
drive around.
What
Mm,
I knew what it was, and I've forgotten since then.
okay. But it is a drug, right? That's
Yeah.
why it happens. Okay.
And you see them lined up in the morning at the drugstore to go for the methadone.
Oh, okay. Do you think methadone, the government giving people methadone is a good thing? Like, does it keep people stable if they want to get off drugs, or do they just keep them on it to keep them going kind of
It,
thing?
it It does something. It blocks, like,
Oh, it blocks.
heroin addicts or something.
Okay,
I
it
don't
blocks
really know
them.
much about it,
Okay.
but I think it's more for opioid
Oh, okay.
addiction.
All right. So there's all different kinds of drugs you can get addicted to.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be very careful because I had some friends. There we used to go out for dinner all the time, like our family and their family.
Mhm.
And the son, he went to a party, and he was becoming a famous football player, and I'm not going to mention any names, but a prominent Italian family, and so, anyway, we're sitting a couple days later, I said, "Well," they said their son's in the hospital, and I said, "What happened to your son?" Well, he went to a party and he smoked a joint, but the joint was laced with something that made him, and it was his first time ever doing drugs.
Harvest.
One time doing drugs, and he was a vegetable. So now their son that was gonna become famous and do all these things from trying drugs once had this horrible effect on him, right? And so he was at home with the nurse and stuff, but whenever we went out for dinner, the mother would cry and say, "Oh, my son, my son." And I just thought, don't do it. It's not worth it. Like, and if you go to a party, you don't know what things are
Uh,
laced with.
yeah.
And you don't know if they're gonna slip something in your drink and you're gonna wake up and you don't know what happened,
Yeah.
how your body was used, or
Mhm.
who used it, or what happened.
Mhm.
It's just awful. And I've just witnessed so many different things and people just go down, right? And I think that's why a lot of people go homeless. Not all of them are drug
No.
addicts, but a lot are.
Yeah.
And the ones that are drug addicts, like, I wonder if you're homeless, how do you get money for drugs? How do they end up getting like
Yeah,
so
that's
high?
I wish I could remember what that is that they just sort of
Is that Furanol for
fentanyl?
fentanyl? Fentanyl?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
I
we
oh,
both don't.
it'll come to me. It'll come to me eventually because
Okay.
I see it
But
daily.
how do they afford to buy it? Like, do they have to prostitute? Like, what do they have to
Some
do?
yeah, and
So
they steal.
they steal. Okay.
And if they're, if they're homeless, they can get from Ontario Works. It's, I think, a street allowance or something.
They have street allowance.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like they just don't give you the shelter part. They give you food. Like it's
Oh, they give you.
$300 a month or something.
Okay. And that's enough to get high?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't know for how long.
Right. Yeah, because drugs go very fast
Yeah,
and the money goes very fast, right?
yeah, money
Yeah.
goes quick.
So, how do you think that, your lifestyle or your choices have affected you today in your life? Like, now you said you're looking for a place,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You want to get together with somebody, and I happen to know somebody that's homeless, and maybe you guys can get together and, help each other
Mhm.
in this journey of life, because I think it's about helping each other
Yeah,
as a team
yeah.
and trying to move forward. Everybody makes past mistakes, and
Mhm.
you can't judge people and say, well, oh, I would never do that. I mean, if you look in the Bible, Jesus only chose people that made terrible mistakes.
Mhm.
He chose prostitutes. He chose murderers, right? To help. And I think nowadays, some people that are like, financially well or, established, they're like, oh, well, I have a different status. Well, come on, guys. We all have to help each other.
Mhm.
We're all on this earth together to help each other.
Well, that's where all the money went.
Where?
I used it to help people.
You help people?
Yeah. I didn't. I kept very little for myself because working for him, room board was paid and I was making a great salary.
Right.
Um, I have
Wow.
a friend who came from Mexico and went to the airport one day and says, "I'm claiming refugee status." Well, the person that read his file just said no. They didn't even read it. So 3 trials at
Oh.
$30,000 each, roughly.
And you helped him financially?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anyone that would come to me and ask for help with anything, can you buy me coffee? Can you buy me some food?
Right.
I need clothing. I didn't care.
You know what I
I
find?
just gave it all
I
away.
find that I take donations quite a bit, and I hand it out to the homeless. I find somebody, and I say, "Well, will you hand this out to everybody?" And they're always like, "Yes, I know this person. I know this person." And I find that the homeless community help each other.
Yeah.
they really help each other
Hmm.
and support each other. It's like, it's a close-knit family.
It is.
So when I was in Ajax, there is a lot, like they've been removed now. I don't know where they took them. I can't find out. But there was quite a few people in tents there in Ajax,
Hmm.
Harwood and Bailey. No, a little bit north of Bailey. So my church gave a lot of donations, which thank you very much. So I took a whole bunch of donations and I was giving it to one of the girls because they had security. They had security
Hmm.
and porta potties. So they wouldn't allow me to give them anything. I'm not allowed to give them food, clothing, anything. That's what the security said. I'm sorry. You know what? You can't help them. You can't give them anything. So I found a homeless girl and I said, "Listen, if I give it to you and you make lots of trips, and will you share it?" She goes, "I'll share it with everybody." And I asked her, I said, "Well, how is it living in a tent? Like you're single, you're a pretty girl and you're living all by yourself?" She says, "Everybody is my friend here. They're all great." And she said, "The only thing is, I'm going to leave my tent for a few minutes to come to get more clothes to share. And I have to be careful because the minute my best friend will steal from me."
Yep.
That's what she said.
They will.
Yeah. So she said, at the same time, I want to help them, but at the same sense, they could steal if I have a little bit of food, if I have anything.
Hmm.
But anyway, she was able to get help and we were able to get all the stuff into her tent past the security, which was really good. But that was a real challenge to do that, actually.
Why?
Yeah.
Why can't you help them? What's
But
the deal?
I don't know. And then they took them all away. I don't even know where they took them.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
even know.
we downtown Toronto. We used to tents everywhere,
Right.
and now there's I don't know where they all went. I mean, there's a few along the Don River
Right.
and
Yeah.
a park, Rosedale Valley Road. There's
Right.
a few down there,
Yeah.
but I don't know where everyone went.
I don't know either. I don't know if the government's taking them somewhere or they have I always thought would be perfect is if I was very wealthy is to buy a big piece of land and just say that this is for you guys
Hmm.
and you can have your own houses, you can have your own community and you can all support and help each other. Like I just thought that would be an answer instead of like trying to put people in jail, trying to keep moving them from place to place because I know in Oshawa our mayor got in a lot of trouble because he brought 1,000 homeless people from, that was a couple of years ago, from Toronto to Oshawa. And then at the time, we used to have something where you could spend the night, like shelters and stuff, but they closed those. And then there was just warming centers. So what happened is that the homeless could go into a warming center for an hour and then they had to leave. And the next person had to come in, and then the next person. And then I saw that people were going crazy. And a friend of mine, Tanya, who's a wonderful person that helps the homeless too. She was explaining to me what's going on and that she wanted to try to help. And she did help for a couple of years. What a wonderful woman. But then when one of the homeless tried to kill her, held a knife to her throat,
Oh my God.
she says, "I'm done now.
Yeah.
I'm done." I'm done. But yeah, it's quite the problem. And I don't think we found the solution yet. Nobody has a solution. People want to judge the mayor, judge council because they're not doing anything. But in the same sense, what can they do? Instead of judging, like even the higher ups, we need to give them solutions. We need to come up with something and say, because they're human too. And
Hmm.
they don't know, like, I don't think anybody knows really what the answer is. I mean, unless you get some of the homeless together, maybe they have the answers. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, a lot of this is an ex-premier's fault, Mike Harris.
Oh, really?
Well, 'cause, a lot of these people are just mentally ill,
Mm.
and he put them all on the street,
What? So he took them out of
the group homes and stuff that they were in. He shut them all
oh,
down and just cut funding, and so I mean,
oh,
a
I
lot of
didn't
these
know that.
yeah, a lot of these
Mm.
poor people just had
Where to go?
nowhere to go, and they were just on the street, which is really sad.
How do you take people out of a shelter or something and just put them on the street? Like, how do they even survive? I remember I was walking down Toronto. I was down, I think it was a couple of years ago, with a friend of mine, and we went to a game. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Davy. Hi, you coming to visit us? And when we went to the game, there was a homeless guy there, and he didn't look homeless. And he was talking to another homeless guy, and he goes, "This is my first day on the street. I was standing at a light. I don't know what to do." And he said, collect as much cardboard as you can. I overheard that before I crossed the street. And I thought, well, that's nice that he's helping him. But the poor guy, like he doesn't even look homeless and he's becoming homeless.
So sad.
So sad, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
there's in Toronto, there's a lot of shelters,
right.
but they're disgusting though.
And I heard that you can get ripped off there.
Yeah, yeah.
People can
People stealing
steal.
your stuff because
Oh,
it's just there's some, the inflatable. But they put it over tennis courts and stuff, like a big tent.
yeah. Oh, they have those down there?
Yeah, and it's just hundreds of beds. That's
Oh,
some, but they
I didn't
they
know that.
they had the hotel program.
Where they put them up in
Put them up in
hotels?
hotels.
I know they were doing that for people that came from another country.
Yeah, but they also
Did it for
for homeless
homeless?
shelters.
That's
Yeah, and
good.
I think it's
That's
since
nice.
ended and it's slowly winding down. But like any hotel that wanted to be constantly full, the government would pay you not your $300 a night room rate,
Right.
but a certain amount, and you'd be constantly full. And it wouldn't be your staff; it'd be city staff working there with
Wow.
security.
Wow.
And there's this one a friend of mine went into. Um, I forget, just off the Don Valley in Shepherd or something. And the hotel was about to be renovated, but they
Right.
stopped it. And there's 300 or 400 rooms that they'd help. They house singles and couples. But
What about dogs? What if a homeless person has a dog? Do they help them
I
out?
think they took them in also,
Okay,
the
good.
dogs.
Yeah, I
I know
know.
some of the food banks give pet food,
Oh, that's good. That's
and
good.
the um what's it called? Humane Society.
Humane Society.
Yeah.
You know what? The Humane Society is actually doing a great job. I mean, I've given them a lot of different donations. And if you have sheets, not the tight fitted sheets, but if you have sheets, towels, and blankets,
Hmm.
the Humane Society can really use them. And also the wildlife centers, right? They really need those right now. So if you could donate them to the local Humane Society, they're really in necessity, right?
Yeah.
Like those poor dogs out in the wintertime freezing, like, they need doggy coats. I
Yeah.
know. I've given a lot of Ginger's clothes to the Humane Society we've donated them to different organizations and your favorite blankies. But yeah, it's really important because these poor animals didn't ask to be on the
No.
streets, right? So,
And a lot of these are kids, young kids on the
oh,
street too, which
is
is
it because they just left home? They can't deal with rules or something at home?
there's
Or
something going on at home,
something's going on at
and
home.
then
Yeah,
they just get screwed over on the streets so bad.
it's so
I
bad.
mean, there's
Yeah,
Covenant House, but there's only so much room, right?
yeah, they can't help
Yeah.
everybody.
And I mean, at the same point, at the same time, they have to want to be helped.
Yes.
I think some of these people, they've been out the streets so long, they just don't give it.
Well,
It's like,
I think they give up
they
hope.
give up.
So I think what if the churches just said, "Hey, come on in for a service and a bite to eat and stuff like that." Do you think that would help? I
Um,
think what is it? The
yeah,
Salvation Army does that,
yeah,
don't they?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
they own several shelters in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Salvation Army does a wonderful job. They're really kind.
as long as they don't, you know, shove the religion down your throat, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people be okay with it.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah. Well, I think they're more positive. I've attended a couple of their services, and I don't think they're shoving anything. I think that they're just allowing people to know that you don't have to suffer inside alone, that there's people at the church and there's God and there's prayer.
hmm
Because you know what? I always say to my girls, I go, there you need mental, physical, and spiritual, right? And
hmm
with all those three together, then life gets better. And there's no reason to be prejudiced against God, as far as I'm concerned. That's the reason why we're all here, right? Like, how was the world created, you know? But yeah, we have to open up our hearts and our mind, and we have to help each other. And I think the answer is love.
Yeah,
Love, right?
yeah.
Love.
Don't don't judge.
Don't judge.
Nobody has a right to judge anybody
No.
unless you're perfect
Yeah.
or God.
Yeah, and I don't see anybody perfect.
No,
No,
no.
including me. I
So I
mess
mean,
up all the time.
just don't judge. It's
Don't
the
judge.
easiest way. And
Yeah,
you know what? No matter how bad you're off, how bad your situation is,
yeah.
there's someone out there worse off than you.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way I look at
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I still do whatever I can to
Yes.
help people.
Well, I think it's very kind of you that, now you said that because you help so many people. Now, sometimes if you need to couch surf,
Yeah,
you can because
yeah,
you help so many people.
yeah.
You're a giver.
I mean, most of my friends are
Yeah.
still there, but I mean, a few once I stopped, you know, with them
Dishing out the money.
and the drugs and whatnot, and once they realized that the free ride
Party's
was
over.
over,
Mm,
they fled. So I mean, they weren't friends to start with.
no.
Obviously, they were just there for.
And that's another thing, guys, that sometimes you think that because you're partying with your friends, those are your friends. Like,
They're just using you.
yeah, and friends are someone that supports you
Yeah.
and loves you when you're down or out, right?
Hmm.
I mean, my whole life has been a roller coaster, right? Up,
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah.
So it's those people that stick around and love you no matter what and don't judge you.
Yeah.
And when you're down and someone judges you, it hurts
So
so
bad.
bad, so bad. Like the pain, it's like sticking a knife in your heart,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. It's happened to me lots, like in my life. So
And
I totally understand,
but
you know?
I just now,
Yeah,
I don't care what people. I've never really cared what people think about me, ever,
right. Yeah.
or
You
what
got
they
to
say.
sort of consider yourself like an onion and you don't allow
Yeah.
people to peel you
Yeah.
because if they peel you, you're going to cry,
Yeah.
right? That's what I say, build you still be kind to people, but don't allow them to tear you down, put you
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
right? What I do, if I'm in that sort of situation, I will basically go into another room, collect my thoughts, usually a bathroom, pray and say, God, help me through this because this person wants to attack me or rip me apart for some reason. And then I'll just go out and I'll make an excuse that I need to leave or whatever because I don't deserve to be in that
No.
situation.
No.
I don't deserve
Nobody
to be
does.
abused. I wouldn't do it to anybody and I don't like it done to me.
Hmm.
But I know there's people that I don't know if they get off on it, but they just love to talk about people,
Oh yeah.
put people down,
Yeah.
and abuse people. And I don't know what it is. I don't want to be a part of that social, but there is that out there, and I would run away from that. Not
I
to
mean,
run away.
if you can't say something nice, don't
Don't
say
say
anything.
anything at all.
That's
Right.
that's that's I
Yes.
try and live by that.
Yeah.
I don't sit around and gossip about.
No, it's ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense.
eh,
You get to that point of your life, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a few friends that do that, and it's like, what the heck?
What?
Just
Yeah, like
do I have to listen to this crap over and over and over?
yeah.
Tell me something about, I don't know, the paint flaking off your wall or something.
Something
Just don't
besides
talk.
talking about someone else. Yeah, it goes in one ear and out
Yeah,
the other now, right?
yeah.
But okay, so what do you think you're going to do now with the rest of your life? What do you have any
Oh, I have a
plans?
plan.
Pardon?
I'll have a plan. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Um, I'm gonna give. Well, I'm gonna say in 4 years.
okay, 4 years.
Um, I don't know why four.
Well, that's the universe
I'll
talking to
be
you for.
yeah, four. Oh, I'll be 65. That's why.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna retire to Cambodia.
Wow. Yeah. No, that you know what? I'm telling you, this is Canada and you can accomplish anything.
Mhm.
And if you set something in you, I feel like words are powerful. So if you tell the universe and you tell God, this is my plan,
Mhm.
and you keep speaking it, you're going to speak it out. It's going to happen for you. Somehow you're going to end up there. So what's your plans to do over there?
Um,
Help people?
Probably yeah, and work in a little animal rescue.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So you love animals, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just started watching on YouTube these bloody little monkeys, macaques,
Okay.
and I want
Monkeys
one.
are cute.
I want one, but it's not a good idea. I mean, they're like when they're born,
Oh.
they're like this big,
Oh, they're so tiny
and
and
they're,
cute. They can be trained really well too.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they also when they reach age 2, they just turn.
Well, they might not, but yeah, that would be a good thing. And maybe, well, when I was in Mexico, my taxi driver moved from Boston to Mexico, and he said that he lives in the jungle,
Mhm.
Tulum, And
Nice.
yeah, it is really beautiful there. So basically, what he said is, he said in his house every day, he has a spider monkey that comes to visit him.
Uh-huh.
And so he leaves the bananas and he leaves the food out for the monkey. And it comes right into his house, eats, they pet it and everything. And so he feels like he's got another pet. He's got a dog, he's got a bird, he's got this. And he goes, but I let everything roam free, not
Uh-huh.
like us, like trying
Yeah.
to contain things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So really beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you have a really good time in 4 years.
Well,
We'll have to follow up with you.
yeah. I mean, the cost of living is
Cheaper?
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, a friend of mine's there right now. His
Oh, really?
apartment's $250 a month.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that he gets pays for the internet, it's $50 a month.
Wow.
His only concern is healthcare. No
Healthcare.
insurance
Yeah.
available.
So if you're going to go live in another country, there's a lot to research besides your health, right?
Yep.
Just make sure, because if you're not covered, we're very lucky in Canada to have OHIP. Like, it's a blessing. Thank you. Thank you, Ontario. Thank you, Canada. So what would you like your legacy to be? How do you want people to remember you? I know one thing that I think about you that comes to mind is love and caring.
Yeah.
You have a very good heart. You've helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we hope that God blesses you now in your life. Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason, because everything I do will come back to me
Yes.
tenfold.
Yes. I
It's
really
just like
believe
if
that.
I was doing bad things would come back at me. So I try and do good
I think
things.
that's why you're still alive. Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
When did you ever spend a night like just sleeping on the street?
There was one night,
Yeah.
thank
Right.
goodness it was in the summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just didn't make any arrangements for anywhere to go. And I thought, what
But
the
you can make arrangements for
Right.
different places
Yeah,
and stuff.
I just call friends, hey, I'm coming over. Sure, no problem.
Okay.
But I left it too late, and I thought, well, hell, what am I going to do?
Right. So what'd you do? Just sleep on the street?
No.
No. What
No.
did you do?
Um,
You stayed awake?
yeah, I wandered around. Exploring Toronto at night is beautiful,
Mm.
especially in the summer.
You never felt unsafe?
No.
Okay.
No, I can walk for miles,
Right.
miles
That's
and
nice.
miles and miles, and
Yeah.
it's so nice and it's quiet. I mean, between 4 and 6 in the morning is my favorite time of day.
Well, you know what? That's supposed to be the brain time. That's supposed to be like geniuses. That's their thought process.
The city is just around 5:30. The
It's
city's just
beautiful. The
starting to
sun
come.
is
Yeah,
coming
just
up.
come, and the city's just coming to life.
Oh,
I used to love that.
that is beautiful.
In the
That's
winter, not
beautiful.
so much.
Yeah.
I mean, there was another night recently. I didn't make any arrangements. What did I do? I rode the Queen streetcar
Mhm.
all the way to Long Branch, or past it, just as far as it went. It was
Mm.
bloody horrible, because it turns into a homeless shelter at night. The Queen streetcar and the Spadina car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's full. They all have their seats picked out.
Oh, okay.
God forbid you sit in their seat, because they will just destroy you. And they fight and they drink and they fight and fight and fight. I don't know how some of them sleep,
Mm.
but I just rode the streetcar out and then back. The sun was starting to come up. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. And it
Wow.
was fine.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
then I went for my, half dozen donuts and Tim Hortons coffee and bagel.
A lot of people are addicted to Tim Hortons or McDonald's coffee. After you start to drink it for a while, you get really addicted
Oh,
to it.
McDonald's. I was doing that when I was working for the real estate agent.
Yeah.
I go here. I just got tired of cooking after a while.
Right.
So I'd go get him McDonald's. I get a vanilla latte
Mhm.
and 6 chocolate banana muffins for myself. I
Wow.
was doing that daily.
You know what? We have to be careful too what foods we put in our body, because nutrition's really important for your brain health
Yep.
too, right?
But they're really good, man.
No, I know. It's
I
true.
love them.
Wow. Okay, well, I want to thank you for being with us today and sharing with us like so honestly. And, do you have any advice for anyone out there besides like, don't get addicted to drugs? Like, don't
Yeah.
your friends, like, be careful who your friends are.
Yeah, be careful who your friends are.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
you think they're
and
gonna
don't
be,
give up. Just don't
don't
give
give
up.
up.
Don't give up,
Okay.
because there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
may not think so right now, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and things will get better if you want them to.
Right. And reach out. Reach
Yeah.
out for
Ask
help.
for help. Ask
Ask for
anybody
help.
for help, because
Don't like stay stuck.
Yeah.
Ask.
help is there in the city,
Right.
and a lot of people don't take advantage of it.
Mm.
It's
That's interesting.
there is help in the city, and you have friends
Right.
and social workers
Social workers. The
will.
city's doing a lot for us,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just be safe.
Be safe.
That's it. Just
Okay.
be safe and
Be
don't give
safe
up.
and don't give up.
Yeah.
All right.
As,
Well, thank you
as
very
hard as
much.
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's been fun.
Really?
I hate to say it, but it's been
Okay, that's okay. Maybe that's why people are homeless too. It's like after a while, it's kind of fun. You got your buddies, you go on the streetcar, you got your seat,
yeah,
you got the government giving you stuff and
just
everything.
having no responsibility
Oh yeah,
for once in life was like,
I
yeah.
know.
But
I
then again,
just dream about having a day in bed where I just do nothing.
then the phone doesn't ring. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that'd
it,
be great.
it's just but it gets bored after a while.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
would get bored.
I
Yeah,
gotta get, you gotta get back in life and get earning money. And
yeah.
because I mean, apparently you need $1 million now before you can retire.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to make $1 million in the next 4 years.
Well, you and most of the world, right? So I wouldn't worry
I
about
mean, if I
that.
go back in the restaurant business and don't go to Cambodia, I will drop dead in a kitchen with a frying pan in my hand, guaranteed. Like
Mm.
I'll just work till the end.
Right. Well, I don't think people are retiring as early as they used to now. People are
Nobody
still
can.
like I have an employee and he worked for me and then we had a big retirement party for him.
Mhm.
And then he called, he goes, Beverly, I'll come back to work. I go, I thought you retired. He goes, no. He goes, I don't want to stay at home. It's too
You
boring.
get bored.
Yeah, he goes, I love it. I love the excitement of going and cleaning a house and being with the
Mhm.
employees and talking and this is happening and this is happening and then all the people that we clean for some really wonderful clients. And he's senior and we have some senior clients and
Oh,
they're
that's
like,
good.
they just love him. And sometimes he'll do extras, like he'll walk their dog, he'll clean their
Mhm.
windows and clean out his fridge or change light bulbs or whatever. Just be so helpful because we really appreciate our senior clients,
Mhm.
right? Like, you have to have respect for your elders and
Yeah.
treat them with respect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
one day you're going to be there.
Yeah. And it comes very quickly.
Tell me about it. The last 30 years, since Michael died in 1997. That was my dark period. That's why I drank. Um,
Okay.
30 years have just,
Blown by. Yeah.
like,
Where
what,
did they go?
even from 50 to 60, what the time go?
I don't know.
I mean,
Mm.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I worked like a mule, but where did the time go? And I always keep saying, I'm not going to get old and alone.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? Whatever's happens is meant to happen,
Yeah.
and wherever you're meant to go, you're meant to go. And I know you're a kind person, you have a good heart, so we wish you the best and wish you many blessings and safe travels to Cambodia. And thank you for
See,
being kind to people
yeah.
and not giving up yourself too.
I mean,
Yeah,
no booze, no drugs.
no booze, no
I
drugs.
mean, cigarettes and coffee are
Downfall right now.
well, I'm not going to give them up, no way.
Yeah, just for today.
Because I mean, I love my cigarettes and coffee. I mean,
Yeah,
people,
but you don't know what the future holds.
true.
You don't know.
You know,
I mean, I thought that I was gonna eat meat all my life, and I never thought I'd be vegetarian, and I became a vegetarian, right?
that is a hard one to swallow.
Yeah, well, I just never thought it would happen, and it happened, so you just don't know what the future holds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Okay, have a great day.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you for sharing from the depths of your heart and so honestly with us. We just want to know what it's like to be homeless and how it happened so that maybe your experience can save someone else from that happening. Maybe they happen to watch this podcast and they go, you know what? I see that I'm kind of slipping in the wrong direction. I need to pull myself up, correct myself, and get on the right path because it doesn't matter how far down you go, how depressed you get, how sad you get. You don't have to keep going in that direction. You can reach out for help and you can change your life. This is Canada. Anything's possible. And we love you guys and keep going with the journey because you can make it.